Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth. New day, new videos to do. New videos to get censored and not get the impressions that I need for people to know about this channel. Come on now, YouTube. What I do to y'all. What I do to y'all. But on this video, I want to talk about Jason Momoa. Now, I got some people in the comments that were trying to come at me a little bit about that divorce video. And here's what I got to say. Because when the show Jason Momoa, he's looking very depressed, looking like he's not grooming himself, looking down in the dumps, staying with a friend. Listen, guys, when you do that, you create even more delusion. Like all those women that were in the comments, like, you don't know what you're talking about, and all this, all that. It makes them feel good. And for those of you guys that want women to change their behavior, when you see guys down in the dumps over a breakup like this, you know, it's not good. It's not gonna be good for a lot of guys women, like, let's say you a guy, you've been talking to your woman, you've been watching my videos, you've been watching the other YouTubers who try to show you how you need to be with women, and now your girl, your wife is watching how Jason Momoa is looking homeless, living out of his RV. He's supposed to buy him another house, present himself, because see, that's gonna hurt his career. If it was somebody that had him in mind for a role, and they see him down in the dumps, or he go to the store looking like he losing his build, it look like he actually gaining weight, they're gonna be like, I don't know if he's mentally ready for this role. No, man, that's not the way that's bad for manly business. How he carrying on is bad for business. If that's the case, you shouldn't have divorced her then. And then here's another thing. Now, I know that's Lisa Bonet, and a lot of people, you know, grew up watching the Cosby Show, and some of them watched it to see her. But she's 54 now. Granted, I hear some people saying they're not gonna judge nobody. It's beauty, this, that. Oh, I mean, she's 54. She's not. I mean, think about it. When you start getting up in that age, you have to do a lot to maintain looks, because you're getting older now. I mean, she's not, like, put it this way, by comparison, a lot of these 30-somethings, 40-somethings run around here can't match up. But, I mean, come on, man. Like, you are an A-list celebrity, man. I think he still hasn't figured it out. I think Robin Williams didn't figure it out. I'm hoping Jack Nicholson done figured it out. They say he was in a depression, being a simp over women. And Jason Momoa now. Like, listen, man, people break up with women. In my lifetime, how many girlfriends would I say I had? Probably, my BC is higher than the amount of girlfriends I had, because all of them weren't girlfriends in the past. So probably like 20, 15, 20. That's 15 breakups, 20 breakups. If that. Breakups happen. Especially when people start to get older and they start to think things in their mind. Like somebody said, well, she don't like the Hollywood lifestyle. She sure was on the red carpet with Lenny Kravitz looking very dressed up. Look at it. Look when they went to the gala in China, 2015. It'll come up, all you gotta do is type in like 2015 gala, Lenny Kravitz, Lisa Bonet. Just take a look at that. And they say she ditched Jason Momoa to do it. She ditched him to go and do that. So, knowing that, Jason Momoa needs to do something that I do. Like, if it's somebody that I feel sad over, like really sad over, to balance it out, I start thinking about their shortcomings. And their shortcomings automatically help me to start feeling better. Like, you break up with a girl, you need to think about what caused the breakup. I guarantee you it wasn't all just you. How you see where guys mess up is their ego too. They don't want to think somebody gon' hit better than them. But you shouldn't even care. Because even if he not, she gonna say he is. Especially if she knows that you're jealous like this. It's a divorce, man. Move on. You want a woman in your life? Find another. That's how you do that. But you done broke up with her. Divorce. I don't know what their religious beliefs are, but marrying a divorced woman or a woman that you've divorced is an abomination. So get over it, man. You'll be all right, man. You got plenty money. Buy you another house. Take some rolls, man. Build that change back up. And move on with your life, man. Move on. I mean, I don't get these guys, man. Like I've never been like that, where I just can't get over a person. Like, I've never been like that. Especially, let's say they were fighting for months or years. Man, you should be having peace. Look at those pictures. Look at the pictures. Jason Momoa living with his friend. I think he taking it the wrong way. Like, he need to take one for the team. A lot of people made videos. I wasn't the only person that made videos about him. A lot of people made videos about that divorce. I'm going to tell you why I make videos about divorce. I don't even like the fact that people divorce. But I like exposes. I like exposés. I like when these women are delusional. And a lot of them don't need to be married. Because marriage is God's thing and they not doing it his way. So they don't need to be married. So, especially when you have the ones that don't even know how to treat guys. That, man, I didn't know my coat was looking like that. That end up divorced. Like, you think I'm like, oh man, divorce. I don't like divorce, man. But I think that men need to, if you can't find a woman that's going to do it God's way, then just be single. You say, well, I got needs. Just because you got a wife don't mean she going to be meeting your needs. You might get one of them ones that try to punish and reward with sex. Start out fast and strong. Then, down the line, there's always some type of excuse. Always falling asleep. Always this, always that. So, that don't mean your needs gonna be met because you married. You never should marry a woman just so you can have sex. You can have sex without being married. See, Christianity, go to Judges chapter 16. Read about Samson. Read Judges chapter 16, what Samson did. Now, this is the point I'm making. The Most High didn't get mad at Samson for that. He got mad at Samson for breaking that covenant. You think I'm making this up? Read it. He didn't get mad at him for what he did in Judges 16. He got mad at him for breaking that covenant. So, you religious guys need to go somewhere and sit down and shut up if you don't know how to teach people about sex. You got people telling you how you're supposed to do it. Married people can do it however they want, as long as they don't involve nobody else. So anybody that's, I'm going to show you something. There's one lady that's out there. She's been doing this for years. She's a Jezebel. Just check her out. She's a Jezebel. Trying to tell people how to have sex, and then look at how she acts. Jezebel. But not only that, again, like you want to be able to do it within the constitutes of marriage. But those are not the shortcomings that will send you to hell. And I'm telling you firsthand, the Most High don't give no women that kind of advantage. I'm telling you no. Look at David. Look at Samson. Look at what he got mad at David over in comparison to what David was doing in those days. Look at what he got mad at Samson over in comparison to what Samson was doing those days. You see, you understand now? I hope so. Women, their job from God, this ain't me, is to help and assist the man. Meaning, if your husband tell you to do something or want something, it's not up for negotiation. Because when it becomes a negotiation, now you're not even being a wife no more. So whatever was going on between them, obviously Jason Momoa is not a righteous man. Because if he was, he would move on. And he would understand what a woman's function is. And if she don't want, like how she used to be around Lenny Kravitz, no. That's unacceptable. Clearly she's not a spiritual person. That's unacceptable. Now, of course, they got kids and they got to deal with each other. But going traveling with them, come on now, you think nothing was going on? And what do women say? Well, he cheated first. Were you there? Were you with them all the time? Men don't always cheat first. When you going to get that in your head? A lot of times it be women. They'll start to reach out to other guys. You talking to this guy too much. Now he's sending you pictures of his wing ding. That's cheating. It's cheating. Now he flirting around with you. Talking about he really want to meet you in person one day and you married. Oh, I really would like to meet you in person one day. And you married. But you making sideways sexual comments and you married. But you the one that's doing all this stuff and have done all this stuff and tried to control what your husband look at, control how your husband deal with women. Jezebel. You ain't even, for one, you wasn't supposed to be reaching out and doing all that. For two, you don't tell your husband what to do. He tell you what to do. These women is out of order. It's not that we who talk about this gloat over these things. It's just knowing some of the behaviors that go on in the United States and in the world. Sometimes it feels good to be able to say, I told you. It does. Because one person doing sneaky stuff nobody knows about. Another person does something, people know about it. And now the sneaky person is playing the victim when the whole time they was behind the scenes doing too much. Doing too much. Oh, I really like to meet you in person. Yeah. Me too. Or something to that extent. Well, man, it would be nice to meet you in person. And then it happens on all levels. Anywhere where people can talk, there's the possibility of cheating or end up cheating. Or some people, they can't get to the person that's in another state. So they'll get to the people that's in their state. And if don't nobody know, guess what happens? Guess what most women do? They start to disrespect you. Now nothing you do is good enough. Now things you've been doing the whole time is a problem now. Why? Because they flirting around, talking a little too much, people sending them pictures. Y'all dudes better get clever. It's reasons why she's denying you sex. Something is going on or has went on. It's never for no reason that women do that. It's a reason. Who knows? That could have been what was going on with them. I wouldn't doubt it. She is 54 years old. He's 42. And trust me, at 42, let me tell you, without going too far, there was no difference at me at 42 than me at 22 when it come to that. Desire was even stronger at 42. But righteousness, a combination of righteousness, well, we ain't gonna get into my business. Righteousness will keep you from doing things. Fake righteousness, people will still be doing stuff and just trying to justify it. Because they're not really righteous. If they are saved, they've never grown. Their growth is stunning. I'd have been a member of 3 churches. There's not a woman in any of those churches that could even say for one day, for 5 minutes, that I was in their face. Not saying I'm perfect. But that ain't one of the issues. Never has been. Because see, I've always knew how to handle women. Now, no man has all the answers with these weird women, but I've always knew how to handle them. And I'm going to tell you, Christianity sometimes gets in the way, in closing, of how a man should make his decisions. Lack of understanding of things, and sometimes that Christianity, what you learn in them churches, will get in the way. Now your wife is giving you looks. How you giving your husband that look? You ain't even supposed to have no look. You supposed to be smiling, quiet. But of course, people ain't. We report this stuff, but none of us really know the whole scoop. I know that there's possibilities. And I know that one of the major possibilities, Lisa Bonet was probably becoming sexless, losing interest. And him being all that working out he doing, you know, his testosterone through the roof. He probably, this little rubber-dub in the wing ding is getting old. So he probably did do something. And another thing, let's go on Lisa Bonet's side for a second. It is possible. You married her, you agreed to be one-on-one with her. Vows, you're not supposed to take vows. I did a whole video on that. We ain't really talking about that. But if you agreed to be one-on-one with her, you start smashing, what you think she gonna do? Especially if she want to do it anyway. What you think she gonna do? I don't know who filed. Most of the sources is saying that he did. But the sources, like I said, the sources I read said that he's the one that filed. But people coming on here talking about she did. It don't matter who did. Marriage is not gonna work if it's not done the way the Most High set it up to be done. And don't think these people that stand together is in good marriages, because I know a guy right now that was smashing plenty of women and been married for years, long time. And you say, man, she ain't going nowhere, and I ain't either. And I told him, I said, you're a simp, man. You ain't gonna tell her what you doing. Got women at work that won't even get another man because they dealing with him. And he married. That's me personally. If I'm gonna get a little wild, I'm gonna get rid of that first. I'm gonna get rid of that first so that victimhood can't be played. Because who's to say my wife won't try to play the victim if we ended up divorced? You say, well, how you talking all this stuff and you married? Listen, man. All children come out when it's supposed to come out. If it's supposed to come out. The one thing that I'm not going to do is, I got 2 daughters. I'm not going to do things that I don't want them to accept from a man while they're watching. I'm not. When they choose their man, I want them to be able to choose a good one, because I want to be an example for them. That's why I try not to be arguing and stuff, because I don't want my daughters to be argumentative. Of course, unsuccessful. But I don't want my daughter. I want my daughters to be 1 Peter chapter 3, Proverbs 31, Sarah, Ruth, combination of that. I don't want them to be like Eve. I don't want them to be like Lilith, Jezebel, Delilah. So I try to watch how I do things. But Jason Momoa need to move on. Move on. Especially if she was being disrespectful. If she was being argumentative. If she was creating a lot of the toxic problems. Now I had a friend that he divorced his wife. And I was talking to him. He was talking real depressed. I told him, man, listen, you gotta move on, man. You can't let this be the end. And he said, oh, I was doing this, I was doing that. I'm like, okay, well, it's done now. You did it. You gotta live with the result. So whatever was going on between them, he needs to continue in his career. Get in the gym, clean clothes, keep your hair looking right, move on. They making Lisa Bonet, man. What does she be doing to these guys? But she 0-2. So I know she ain't perfect. Pamela Anderson is 0-5. What they doing? The door grow back or something? Come on, man. Jason Momoa, listen, if you see this, move on, man. Continue your career. Y'all got kids. Sometimes people have kids. That don't mean things work out with you. You being a better example for your kids if you learn how to get along with that woman who it didn't work out with while your kids is watching. You being a good, and then y'all like this. Right in front of the kids, and the kids like, especially how big he is, he got that voice too. They probably finna cry. Now come on, man. Come on, man. For one, number one, do not look for marriage for love. Do not marry for love. Marriage is a business. Always has been. So if you like somebody, then go into business with them if that's what you want to do. But knowing businesses fail all the time. And I heard that. Listen, this is what happened. I heard that from one of my coworkers. And at first, I didn't agree with him. Did over the last couple of years. One thing, when I don't agree with somebody, I'll remember what they said and see if they were right or not. And he's right. I see what he's saying. It's a business. I've been doing a lot of research, reading a lot of stuff, watching a lot of stuff, reading the Bible, what the Bible says about it. It is a business. And when you go into business, you got to go into business expecting to succeed. Succeed, I'm stuttering. But knowing that you could fail. And when you fail, that don't mean you stop doing business. That means you got to find the business that works for you. That's all that means. But like, he giving my wife and all these other wives firepower how he's acting. Not helping men. Like, if it's a man that's wising up and he realizing that he's the man and his wife is supposed to either assist him or back the F off, I'm not going to cuss. And they see him. See, look at Jason Momoa. See, that's what happened. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. Ain't you the same person that's been arguing nonstop for 30 years? If you an argumentative, contentious woman, the grass is greener on the other side and the flowers is a-blooming. If you one of them, yeah, come on, let me get a little bit of that. I'm tired. No, I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna do that either. The grass is green and the flowers is blooming. Now, if you like Sarah or like Ruth, the grass might not be that green. Especially if you one of them, come on with it. Or one of them, look, giving visuals all the time. If you one of them, not flirting with guys, you limit your conversations with guys. You're not always trying to talk to some dude, sit next to some dude. Yeah. Wow. But thanks for watching. I just wanted to touch on that. Go check out the video, the pictures, and see for yourself how he's acting. You'll see what I mean by that. Man, come on, man. Pull your pants up. Pull them shorts up to your waist. Go in your closet, get some fresh outfit. Or a fresh outfit, nice pair of shoes. Man, them shoes he had on, man, no. And move on. You want to live in your RV, that's cool. You'll save a lot of money. But don't be living in there because you down in the dump. And y'all guys need to be understanding this. You see what happens. A lot of time you marry these women, you gon' get put out of your house. Sometimes maybe you shouldn't buy a house till you know what's gonna be up with her. Or if you do buy two, they ain't gonna give her both of them. But thanks for watching. This is The Truth, man. The channel is No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel.